he is.
What's up, man?
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey guys, how you doing? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing great.
Listen, just a quick thing before we get started. I know that on our donation page, we still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned, and I really just want to make that clear. And I also want to just say, in light of recent events, I think we really, if Justice League teaches us anything, it's about coming together, and there's no room for hate. And I just think that it's important. It's an important message. And of course, as the father of Asian children, it really hits close to home for me. And I just really want to put that out there that we all, there's no room for hate, and that's just what it's about.
Absolutely.
What's up, all my Ewoks, Tribbles, Droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and today I'm going to be talking about the clip that I showed you pretty in depth. Now, for those of you that have no idea what the situation is, no idea what that's clipped from or any of the context, I'm going to explain to you. For everyone that does know, here is a short recap. So basically, when Zack Snyder was originally doing the Justice League, he had a family tragedy. His daughter passed away, and he had to leave to go take care of his family and deal with the loss of a child. Now, because of that, Hollywood and the way movie studios work, they don't care. You still got to make a movie because you're losing money on set every day. So they brought Joss Whedon in, and the Justice League was Joss Whedon's Justice League, and it was not the same vision that Zack Snyder had. So for years, Zack Snyder fans were, saying, release the Snyder Cut, and we're campaigning, night and day, it seemed like, to no end about the Snyder Cut and giving Zack his chance to bring his vision to life. And two of the biggest fans that I know that I saw campaigning for this was Lethal Lightning and Ryan Cannell, who both members of Geeks and Gamers. Now, they were told by the opposition, no, the Snyder Cut does not exist. The Snyder Cut does not exist. You guys are all liars, blah, blah, blah. You guys are all pathetic man-baby losers. And so, just based on faith, they defended this, and they believed in the vision of this man. And, fighting, tongue and nail for this and going to bat for him without any, actual concrete evidence that the Snyder Cut existed. And then they were rewarded with, yes, the Snyder Cut does exist. Yes, the Snyder Cut is happening. And out of, the love that they have or had, I don't know, I don't want to speak for them, for this man and for his vision, they decided to, before the Snyder Cut aired last night, they decided that they were going to do a charity and, get in touch with Zack Snyder and see if he would like to be a part of it. Now, this, charity that YouTube did, that was from the clip, it was a charity stream, and 100% of the donations to this goes to suicide prevention, which obviously is a cause that is near and dear to Zack Snyder's heart, because that's how he lost his child. And before Zack Snyder even came on, they raised over $60,000. The Geeks and Gamers community raised over $60,000 to support this cause in the name of this man. And because that, it's a very touchy subject for people, but that's how he lost his daughter. And they were donating into that in mind of how, that cause, maybe it could help some people. Maybe it could have helped Zack Snyder's child. And so they did that all mindful of Zack, out of respect for Zack, for his family. And I understand that when you're in Hollywood, you need to say certain things. You need to say disavow, disassociate. And I understand that to an extent. But him coming on and saying, there's Geeks and Gamers, this isn't part of Geeks and Gamers, which I think everyone was expecting that. But then tying it into a hate crime and saying, this isn't about hate, which Geeks and Gamers isn't. That rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and a lot of people have been very vocal about that. And, me personally, as an outsider looking in, seeing my friends, seeing, people that I have, known for years now, see their hearts get broken from what it looks like. I haven't spoken to any of them, but watching how happy, Ryan and Lethal Lightning were, Steph and Mara, how, their faces were lit up before Zack Snyder came on, and then how it was a complete 180. And the rest of it, my heart just broke for them, because it was like, they say never meet your heroes, but just watching my friends and seeing that, and then also the association of Geeks and Gamers to a hate group, which it's not. You can have any opinions you want about Jeremy or anyone on the team. He's my friend, but he drives me crazy sometimes. We've done it on air where me and Jeremy, we fundamentally disagree on things, and we will go at it screaming, but at the end of the day, he's still my friend and I still respect him. And but seeing these people's hearts break, and seeing, someone that they respected just say, hey, you know what? Geeks and Gamers know I don't believe in hate, even though that hate raised over $60,000 for you before you even came on. A lot of people got rubbed the wrong way, me included. My opinion really doesn't matter in this case, but it's extremely infuriating. Now, honestly, again, you can have whatever problems you want with Geeks and Gamers and with Jeremy and with anyone on this panel. Me personally, the only reason I'm making this video is because the fact that they want to say it's a hate when it's clearly not. For those of you that don't know, my sister died, and I haven't talked about it on air, really, because it's still hard. It's still fresh. So my sister died, and the entire internet and the entire community came together and helped me. If I had it my way, none of this would have been public. I was asked to use my platform by a member of my family to try to help. Try to help find my sister when she was missing. And of course, who did I look for help? I asked Jeremy, because Jeremy was my friend. Jeremy had a much larger platform than I did, and I didn't know what to do. I don't like asking for help, but I asked everyone for help. And the entire community came together to try to help me find my sister. Heck, I had never spoken to Jeremy from the quartering, but even Jeremy from the quartering helped and reached out. And, really got everyone looking for her. And then I got a phone call that changed my life. And after speaking with my family, I made the phone call and I called Jeremy and I said, hey, nobody knows yet, but my sister's gone. And if you could, because I'm not going to be able to, anything that happens on social media, do you mind handling it for me? Because I can't do it right now. And he said yes. And so Jeremy and Jesse had my back through all of it. And I didn't want to see anything that happened on social media. I didn't even know that, I didn't ask them to do this. Jeremy and Siobhan, one of his team members, they looked into how much funeral costs, and knowing the extent of what happened, they, put this together for me and my family, so that way we could have a celebration of life for my sister and take care of other, bills that come with death, which, me, I had no idea how expensive it is to die. And it was not something I was ever prepared for. So when it comes to this, when they say, oh yeah, Geeks and Gamers is hate, it's like, well, personally, they were there for me and my family in the hardest time of my life. My little sister died. And you can go look at this and go look at the GoFundMe, and it's from the Geeks and Gamers team. I'll never be able to repay Jeremy and the Geeks and Gamers team for what they did for me and my family. And I will always go to bat for them for what they did for me. And seeing, big people in Hollywood say terrible things like that, it's like, do your fucking research. you know, when my sister was gone, when she was missing, the entire community came together and then supported, you know, that, and did everything they could to help her. And then when terrible, terrible people were saying terrible, terrible things about me and about her online, guess who, you know, had my back? It was Geeks and Gamers. It was them. It was, you know, my friends from the Jack show. It was Jesse. And, you know, the only thing I had ever asked for help for was looking for her. And was for, you know, just when I was dealing with everything and the funeral arrangements and all of that, I asked, you know, can you just manage the social media and any questions people have, can you just take care of that for me? I never asked them to defend me against the weirdos that came out and said terrible things about my sister. But they did, and that's, you know, when you really know who your true friends are. And even though I'm not, you know, I'm not part of the Geeks and Gamers team, and there are reasons for that. Mainly, you know, I don't like being on teams. I can't. When I saw this, and when I saw this, and there's a lot of different opinions going on, that's just not something I've ever felt comfortable in. I don't feel comfortable being around large groups of people, especially when it's something that, you know, I know that not everyone here would have my back. And I mean, it makes me uncomfortable being in large group settings. So yes, I'm not part of the team, but at the same time, I support them in everything that they have done. They're not a hate group. If anything, they're the exact opposite. And seeing so many people that I care about completely defeated and broken, you know, that infuriates me. What Zack Snyder did and the way that he phrased it was terrible. And you would think somebody with that much experience in Hollywood would know how to do that more eloquently. It seemed, you know, it seemed very passive aggressive for what it was. But I just wanted to talk about this and to just say my 2 cents and say my piece on it. And you can come up with whatever conclusion that you want in the comment section below. But as somebody, you know, that has friends in this horse race, I'm not personally invested in it, but I have friends that are. This is just what I wanted to say about it. And you can make your own opinions. You can let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. If you still want to donate to this charity, the link for this is in the description of this video. And the links for all of these streams, if you want to go see, are in the description of this video. If you want to see for yourself and form your own opinions, which I highly recommend you do. If you have time, you know, a few hours, if not more, to dedicate to this, the links are in the description of this video. Go see for yourself and form your own opinions. This is just mine. And everyone, I hope you liked this video. I hope that it was able to shed some light or to clarify a few things for you if you were not aware already. And, you know, this is just my piece on it. Everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.